time machine, survivor time machine. Survivor time machine, survivor time machine. Survivor time machine, survivor time machine. Get on in to the survivor time machine. Survivor time machine.
It's everybody's favorite time of the week. It's Survivor Time Machine. I just wanted to start it like Chase.
I mean, you gotta
Everybody's
put a little
favorite
bit
part of the
more-
podcast.
You gotta put some more gusto into
Oh.
it. Everybody's favorite part of the week. Hey, Brian, nice shades,
I'm
dude.
listening, you know.
Hey,
got
we're all
shades
wearing
on.
some glasses today.
We
What's
are.
up? We
We
some
are.
glasses, boys.
I
Some
always
glasses,
am.
boys.
I want to point everybody's attention to my name on here.
How's your
How's
sister?
your sister?
Pinner was absolutely hilarious in these two episodes that we're about to go
Oh,
over.
yeah. We can just get into it. I mean, Pinner, he starts off episode 12, and we're covering 2 episodes today, 12 and 13. So
12 and 13, the
Yeah.
two best ages to be.
And it's not because we want to get it over with so we can get to 49. That has
It's
nothing
no.
to do with it.
But
It's just because logistically, we will be
Logistically
ending
speaking.
Time Machine right before
I
our
looked at
49
the
season.
schedule. We have Time Machine this week, Time Machine next week, and then the preseason show, and then the week after that, 49.
We're here. We're here. Gosh.
Man,
so
this has been a
excited.
long, hard off season. PD
Yeah.
gave up immediately. Brand went on 8 vacations.
But you know, how much have I missed? How much have I missed, Chase?
Not a single one.
That's exactly right.
I never gave up. I've been extremely professional throughout this entire process.
I do want to give people a little. Can I tease it out a little bit of
Yeah,
what's going to
dude.
happen later this week? You
Yeah,
mentioned PD,
yeah.
Or in 3 weeks for the
the pre-show. Yeah. The pre-show
us,
coming
this
out. Yeah. The pre-show's coming out in 3 weeks. But spoiler alert: we are recording it this week with Jonathan in person,
Oh my!
which is
God.
very exciting
It was not
because I
easy
get to see
pull
you
off.
guys like fight in person. You know.
Yeah,
And it's gonna happen.
What I'm hoping is me and PD immediately best friends with Jonathan. Bran goes crazy and beats him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a history of beating anyone up, but I mean, we'll see.
I mean, if there was a person to test that to its limits, because here's the thing, we'll be in the Bramble Jam studio, which is Bran's house. I mean, that's not the house he lives in, but it's got his name on the lease, I imagine, which means we live in a stand your ground state, which means you can probably beat up anyone in that house, and legally you're okay.
Do we have to bring up stand your ground laws on Survivor Time Machines? That
Yeah.
Well, I got to be honest with you. If ever there was 2 episodes to bring up Stand Your Ground, I think it might be these 2 episodes.
Yeah, it was
because there's a
awesome.
bit of standing your ground going on in these episodes, as far as kind of fighting for your life and just
Yeah, and
trying
Pinner shoots
to.
a guy.
Pinner shoots a guy. Yeah,
and maybe that's going to happen to Jonathan later this week. We will find out.
You'll
then
find out in 3 weeks.
that's right. 3 weeks.
Yeah. But it's not the contentious time for us because like Survivor, we're friends until like week 4 or something.
Until the draft.
Until the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it all goes off the rails for us
Yeah, for
interpersonally.
Going off the rails on this crazy train. Am I right, guys?
Rest in peace,
Rest in
Ozzy
peace,
Osbourne.
obviously.
Okay, so Survivor Time Machine. Pinner, he has turned heel for like the 5th time in this season. I mean, who does he think he is? Big Show? There's a little WWE reference for everybody out there.
Didn't he have a show on Nickelodeon?
He did. It was called the Big Show, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
I
he
missed
did.
that.
It was like a family sitcom, as if he was like Mr. Huxtable or whatever. They were like, we don't have Bill Cosby anymore. Let's get Paul White.
You're
I used-
comparing Big Show to
I
Bill Cosby for no reason.
and I used his shoot name Paul White. Speaking of White,
Well, yeah, speaking of the whites, Parvati's sick to her stomach. And in fact, she wants to puke on Jonathan's face. So thank you, Parvati, for
Yeah.
that visual. But Jonathan, he's on the defensive, and he straight up tells them that Yul has the idol.
dude. But the funniest part of this, they don't believe him.
They don't
Not at all.
believe him. Parvati's face when he said it was just like, annoyed that he would even bring it up. Like, oh, here he goes again. Like, everything he said, just pure outrage.
And it continues pretty much all day. Parvati versus Pinner in full force. He's shocked that she doesn't know how to gut a fish. She's like very offended by the fact that it's day 20-something and she does not know how to prepare a fish. And then Adam says Jonathan sucks at life. So it's like it's clear.
How many Parvati at this point, counting Australia versus the World, has played Survivor so many times, right?
4 times.
More days than
count-
anybody. If you count
More days than anybody
Australia,
else.
yeah.
How many? And I'm not saying this because I think the number's low. I genuinely want to know what you guys think. How many fish do you think she has gutted since this moment?
Oh, none.
Yeah, none.
Really?
None.
You don't think she's
Yeah.
ever like?
I mean, I haven't watched the Australian season, but none.
I will say, Parvati is a phenomenal player in that she can show up to every season that she plays and play a relatively similar game and it work every time.
Yeah,
like
she's
there's
really
something to that.
Oh, 100%. I think she's one of the best players of all time.
100%.
Yeah, she's easily like top 50, you know.
Jesus. How
Just
many
kidding.
players have played Survivor? It's interesting because you say top 50. That's kind of good, though. Like, because
No, she would be like top 10.
she's top 10 for
Yeah.
sure. Maybe
I think
top
she's
5.
top 5.
Yeah. She's definitely.
You could
up
make an
there.
argument that she's the greatest to ever do it.
You could.
Yeah.
You could make that argument. I'm not sure I'd buy it, but you could make the argument.
We'll do that on another show.
Yeah.
After we read the
We
book.
need to
After we read the
during the on season when people are listening. We should really.
It's
Start
just called the
doing-
season. It's not the
Yeah. No, it's the on season and the off season.
Why would you call it the off season if you're not going to call it the on season, PD?
Exactly.
You're right. The college football on season just started, and it's not going good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, you pick losers. Just like how you're going to pick a loser in season 49, you're going to lose the draft.
Wow. We'll see about
All
that.
right, let's start talking about this episode, man.
We've been talking about it. It's auction time.
Everybody's favorite challenge. Is it a challenge? What did you guys
It's
think?
in place of the reward challenge.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
kind of-
I like an auction.
I always like
fun.
an auction. This is one of the auctions that's like, oh, man, they're not always fun for the players.
Well, there's one person in particular it was not fun for.
But there's one person who had a blast. Guys, first up on the auction, Pinner gets a hot dog and fries and beer. He spills his beer all over everyone. This is just an omen of what's to come.
This is a classic. This is a classic first entry to the auction because I feel like you can usually get a pretty good deal if you're willing to bet early on. Because everybody with the first one, they're like, I'm not going to bet on the first one. And Penner got this for $100 with $400 left remaining, which is going to bode well for him. But that's a good deal. Like that. This is what always happens. The first one's great, and then everybody's like, "Oh, I should have gotten that. That was only $100," and then things get out of hand quick.
Yeah. It was interesting how much money it seemed like he had in this thing.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Next up, Parv wins. She gets a bath with chocolate cake for $360 because Pinner racked it up on her to where the bid kept getting higher and higher. She spent most of her money on this bath and chocolate cake.
Yeah, what, are you going to let him have a beer and a bath? Can't do that.
Come on. I don't like. I wouldn't want a bath. I don't really want a bath in general. But out when it's like really hot like that, I don't want a hot bath.
Also,
I don't like
it's
how-
going to go away soon. That soap's only going to last so long when you're sleeping on an island.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't like how Parv kind of was sexist towards Adam when Adam threw in his bid. She was like, Adam.
Well, but then did you hear Jeff when Penner bid on it? He was like, Penner now with the lead, and no one wants to see that. Like, what the heck, Jeff?
I think Penner's body looked great this season. I said that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
This
Penner
was
looks
when
great.
Jeff was still kind of like reality TV brained, where he was like, oh, yeah, we want to see Parv in the bathtub.
Yeah, but also I feel like Jeff and Penner have a very unique relationship, And it's like he's somebody who Jeff is willing to go back and forth with. That like
Yeah.
not everybody
Yeah.
gets
Hey.
that privilege.
And Jeff, don't worry. We will see Parv in a bathtub by the end of the season. You don't remember the? Okay.
I was
Let's
gonna laugh, but then Brand didn't, and I thought it would be funnier if we ignored you. Hey, we will see Parv in a bathtub. Dead silence.
Nope. I'm just saying, Jeff, it's all right. You'll get your ratings thing that you want.
Yeah, dude, no, for sure. How do I remember? How could I forget?
Man,
All right.
guys. Take
Next
it down
up,
a notch. If this episode wasn't explicit already, it is now.
I don't know.
You should
We
listen to
haven't
our Big
cussed so far.
Brother episode.
That's what happens when you got us recording at 1:30 in the morning. But not this, but the Big Bro. Okay, next up, this is where things get really crazy because in this version of the auction, you're not allowed to share food, but you are allowed to share money. You can give money to other players, and that is going to come in handy with the advantage. The advantage is up. Yule immediately starts giving Becky some money. Adam lends money to Candace. They're in kind of a bidding war to try to get the advantage. And finally, Becky wins the advantage. And that advantage is sending someone to Exile Island immediately. And when you send that person to Exile Island, you get to take all of their cash. Can you take two guesses on who gets sent to Exile Island?
Poor
I
Candace.
think, yeah, blonde.
But
white
you know
lady.
what? That is what she gets for cheating on her husband. Am I right, Chase?
Yeah, that's what she gets for going back in time
That's
and
right.
cheating on her husband before they met.
That's exactly
Dude,
right. You said it.
It is crazy, though, that in this moment, because what Yule does is Yule looks at Becky and he goes, hey, they both still have $500, talking about Adam and Candace. And she chooses Candace. I wonder if they had a conversation before where they were just like, every single time we win and we send someone to exile, it's Candace.
Probably.
And I think this was the one time where maybe they shouldn't have, because you could feel even Yule like,
Like, and then Becky like wouldn't look at her when she said it.
they felt terrible. So
Yeah.
Candace goes to exile. She loses all $500 of her money, and she doesn't get to participate in the challenge. She
Yeah.
has to get up and leave right then.
That's right. But big moment here because Jeff reminds her, hey, not all bad because there could be an idol out there on Exile Island. Give her a little bit of hope, right? She's pretty sad. Give her a little bit of hope. And Yule stands up and says, no, there is no idol, and I will prove it by showing you all.
But he
Any
said
hope
it-
that she had.
It
Go
was
ahead.
the most Yule way ever to say it.
Yeah.
When he was like, let me
Oh,
dispel this right now. I have it.
Yeah.
And Jeff goes, you want to show it to everyone? He was like, sure.
Sure, whatever. But it was like, Candace was like, I think I know where it is. And that's when Yule was like, okay, well, all right. Enough of this.
Yeah.
I think
Future
that this
winner
is
Yule,
kind
by
of
the way.
like-
Future winner Yule.
Yeah.
I think I want
Hey
to put it
man,
back on.
if you believe it, you can achieve it. And we'll talk about this because this is the first time where I think stuff starts to kind of switch against Yule's favor.
A little bit.
Yule proceeds to explain to everyone, including Jeff, how good at the game he is. He explains how he used the idol to get Pinner to flip. He explained how he didn't tell anyone until the opportune moment and how he still has it. He essentially just told everyone left in the game that's about to be in the jury, I am winning this game. I'm
Yeah.
amazing at this game.
And I was
that's
thinking
when we
that, like, across
Yeah.
the two episodes, why in the new era you don't get to say stuff like that and stick around.
And what will happen in these two episodes, as we'll talk about, is people start going, oh, Yule's the kingpin.
Yeah.
Oh, Yule's in charge. And it's becoming very apparent that Yule is the person to be. And I think Ozzy might be gunning for his head.
Well, we don't get a ton of that in these two episodes of Ozzy. Like, I think Ozzy kind of lays low in these two episodes. But what you do get is Yule talking to, like, Becky about jury management. Like, like thinking that basically he already has it in the bag. Like, I got to now start thinking about the jury and whether or not it makes more sense to get rid of Jonathan now or whatever. Like it's always a bold move when you start talking about the jury at this point in time, because not in a way like, hey, like we're all playing the jury, but
Right.
he's literally the only one talking about the jury.
Because he tells Becky in that scene, he's like, I don't think it's a good idea for my game because he'll be on the jury, and the look in her eyes was like, oh no, Yul is a problem, but I don't know if she's going to be able to stop that. Next up is an unlimited ice cream maker. Goes to Ozzy, who bids $420. The way he says it is hilarious. He goes, $420, and Jeff goes, that's the magic number.
What the heck?
Now we know what Jeff's been getting up to in the office.
Secret
He's been
stuff.
hanging out with Ozzy.
He's getting stoned at the sanctuary. Good things happen, bro.
The sanctuary is just Ozzy's house.
Yeah.
Is Ozzy the friend?
My
He's
friend.
the friend. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
His friend and
Who
his
definitely
wife.
isn't a drug mule.
Jeff's just like, hey, something wrong with your dog, man? I'm coming over, man.
Takes a puff and he's like, man, this is where good things happen.
Hey, man, I'm going to put this in the show.
It makes so much sense, the story of him doing his black shirt ritual, knowing that he's stoned out of his mind.
Yeah.
He's just on LSD with Ozzy. Sundra finally wins.
Did I hear
something.
somebody
She's gonna-
found cocaine? Did somebody find cocaine?
Yeah, that was just Jeff's stash that fell off the boat as he was headed to check a medevac. Hey, Sundra finally wins something in the auction. What's she gonna
Hey.
get? Sea cucumber.
Womp
Ah. Next up is our last item, and it's a toothbrush, which Pinner wins. And Yul out loud goes, if that's the last item, I'm gonna lose my mind. And then sure enough, the auction is over.
Yep.
Yul is so upset that as they get back from the auction, he starts going to everyone and is like, we got to get Jonathan out of here. That's how mad he was that Jonathan.
Well, and then Jonathan, per usual, just refuses to read a room and is like, man, I ate so much, now I'm more thirsty. Like, never in a normal life would I eat this much food. That was crazy, right, y'all? That was nuts. Like,
Yeah.
and everybody's just so mad at him. And I can't
Yeah.
tell if he is doing it on purpose or if he's just that obtuse to what everybody else is feeling in that moment.
I don't know, but no one likes his behavior, which is kind of the theme of the whole season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parvati says that she, I mean, in addition to previously saying that she would barf in his face, this time she says if Pinner makes the final four, she will shoot herself.
Man, yeah. It gets to the point where everyone on the island seems to be pretty done with Pinner. And this is that moment that we were talking about where Yul is like, should I just send him home now? I think Adam, even at this moment, kind of goes, hey, dude, get rid of him. Keep me, Candace, and Parv, and then you can take us out later, but it'll be best for everyone if he's gone.
And forgive me for not having my notes in front of me. Is this the episode where he talks with them about how he doesn't really like him and he can
That's
he
next
knows
episode.
Disregard.
Wait,
Disregard.
no, I think it is. Are you talking about how Yul, like, it's
Yeah, Yul-
exposed by Candace?
Yeah,
later on?
yeah.
It
Yeah.
has to be this one because of
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay. So
You're right.
in this moment when he's talking with Ben, is it White Ben? Adam.
Close enough.
Brother.
Ben?
Yeah, you know
Ben,
Ben,
Adam,
from
whatever.
You know, Ben
cares?
goes by Adam. This is the moment where he's talking to Adam, and Adam is, shooting his shot, trying to get him to think
Yeah.
about what to do with Jonathan. And he's like, I don't like Jonathan, but I know, like, Jonathan's such a predictable player. Like, I know what he's going to do. It's nothing that he does is going to catch me by surprise. Thinking, obviously, that this is a conversation between people that it's not going to get out, right? Well, wrong, because Oscar comes back with some fish, right? And he wants to eat that fish. And he doesn't think that the other folks, Adam, Parv, Candace, they don't deserve the fish. And so they don't tell them when it's ready. They just start eating it. And that is when Candace comes over and she just decides, you know what? I'm going to expose Yul, and I'm going to be like, Jonathan, no, Pinner, no one likes you. Yul doesn't like you. And so all of this is coming out here, and of course it's going to come back during the tribal, but very much like, and Ozzy is in all of this. We don't really hear from Ozzy. Like, what are his thoughts on all of this? What does he want to do with Pinner? Really, he just wants to not tell them about food anymore. That's what he's thinking.
I mean, this is after Candace returns from exile and after the challenge is over. So she is extra upset and willing to go confront them about all of it because she just went to exile for the 4th time.
Yeah. And to be fair, it was wild of them to have dinner without those 3.
Yeah, but that was when they wanted to have their little giggly, like, kissy time in the tent. And
what I wrote in my notes about this was the white people are on the bottom and they are not enjoying it.
That's true. I mean, I can if you on one hand, I understand at this point in the game, if you feel like you shouldn't give them food for whatever reason, then I feel like you need to at least give them the heads up, right? Like, hey, strategically, we're just not going to do it anymore. Instead of like them just looking from afar and being like, hey, wait, they're eating. They're eating. Because
there's been a precedent. There's been a precedent set, which is we all eat together at dinner. You know, being like, giving them a heads up, like you said, just being like, hey guys, from now on, the fish I catch is for me and the people in my alliance. So if you want some food, you're going to have to kind of figure that out. Wouldn't go over well.
Yeah.
But at least a little bit more respectful.
It goes over about as well as like if I one day decided I'm just making dinner for myself and my 7-year-old comes down and goes like, hey, where's dinner? And I'm like, well, you're on your own, kid. I made
you're 7
this.
Now.
Yeah. You're
you can
7.
Make your own
you
food.
shouldn't have been making out with that girl. No.
That's right. You shouldn't have been doing that.
You shouldn't have been hanging out in the shade with 2 women all over you.
Yeah.
Come
exactly
on,
right.
man.
That's exactly right. It wouldn't go over well.
No, because, I mean, your 7-year-old, man, that's his favorite pastime.
Yep. All right, and now we go to tribal.
We didn't do the challenge.
I know.
Should we do the
skipped
challenge?
over that a little bit. But yeah, give us a bridge challenge. Challenge time with Chase.
Gladly.
It's everybody's favorite time very quickly.
There's a quiz, and you got to answer the quiz and match it up to some numbers and do an equation. Basically, what happens is Adam wins the challenge and immunity.
Hated it.
Yeah, terrible challenge.
I hate math challenges.
yeah.
You know what?
I would have hated it if I played it, and I hated watching it.
Actually, give us the full rundown.
Give us all those equations. Give us those indications.
I've got it written down because I take my job very seriously. But
I would have queued you up for it, but Bran, he wanted to skip over it.
Well, Bran hates me. He hates me, and he knew that I took the time to write down every single math equation.
Hey, Chase, how's your sister?
All right, but so after the challenge, Adam wins the challenge, and so that pretty much like it's good news for Adam. But what it means is it kind of submits to everyone. Candace is the one going home, and so Candace thinks she's going home, but maybe Pinner, Pinner's going to go home. Then we get into everything that we already talked about, where she goes and confronts Jonathan in front of everyone. She throws Yul under the bus, and then they go to tribal, where they proceed to call Pinner a rat and a cancer. And then Parv, Yul even catches some heat because Parv calls Yul the puppet master. She says that in front of the jury and everyone.
Well, yeah, I mean, earlier in this, they called him the ringleader, I think, to his face, and he didn't appreciate that very much. He didn't want that label, but that's what he is. And he explained to everybody that that's exactly what he is.
Yeah, in front of Jeff and all of them.
Yeah, so
I'm not a ringleader. I just tell everybody how to vote. And
I'm just
you know,
smart, dude.
I just run the game. I kind of like run the game, but I'm not a ringleader.
I'm just smart, dog. We make the decisions together. I just kind of influence all of them.
Yeah, I mean, so a tribal, the whites are still mad about Fishgate. They're really upset about it. Adam says he doesn't care for Jonathan. Parvati says she's half his age and twice as mature. And then when she said that, Nate's like nodding his head like, yeah, get him.
Nate's awesome. Why did he not come back?
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, then they call Jonathan a rat cancer.
My favorite line out of this tribal, because this was an intense tribal, they're trying to convince everyone to just send Jonathan home because it doesn't affect their numbers at all. And Parv goes, hey, get rid of Jonathan, and then boom, 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 sitting ducks. And the way she said it was hilarious.
Boom, boom, boom. I also liked how Jeff called Yule the UN when he described the dynamic, and then Yule's like, I don't see it that way. And he's like, of course you don't see it that way. I expect you to be the UN, try to bring everyone together.
Yeah, that was great. Even Jeff calling out Yule for running the game right now.
Yeah, but then Candace went after Yule real hard, sealed her fate, and she's the next one voted out, and then she made out with Adam right after.
Dude, uncomfortable.
Hard.
Uncomfortable.
It's like Riley and
dude.
Catherine up in there without the like horrible dynamics at 4 a.m.
We don't know. The Survivor doesn't have the live streams.
That's true. He could have been saying, I love you, and we're going to marry each other.
Yeah, they could have. But, dude, what I thought was wild is Candace
Had
and,
a husband.
And Adam.
She has a husband.
That's the whole thing.
It's wild.
That's not what I'm saying.
In the future, she's going to get married.
Yeah. And it's like, here she is in the past kissing some guy. What
On
is that
TV
about?
making out with them. So they make out. Jeff goes, a kiss. You know, maybe if it was love, he would have given you the immunity necklace.
Great line
And
by Jeff.
all I could think was, you know who would have given her that immunity idol and would have loved her? Billy Garcia. Billy Garcia would have loved her enough to give her the immunity necklace, even though he won it, because he's the challenge beast.
It was love at first sight with Billy.
That's right. She should have stuck. She chose the wrong one. It's like those memes where it's like, why do they always pick the jocks when they could have had the one that treats her like a queen?
That's right. And that's Billy Garcia.
Yeah, dude.
Now we know what
told-
Chase's
never-
algorithm's like.
Never told,
yeah.
never told a lie day in his life. My only thought with when Jeff said that was like, that sounds like a real good singer, but Adam doesn't have the immunity. Wait, he does from the immunity challenge.
Dude, first you skip over the immunity challenge. Then you guys rush me through it. And now you don't even remember it?
Hey,
Look,
guys,
Brand's wearing
I said-
sunglasses because of his dilated pupils.
I
listen,
said two things
guys.
about the challenge. I said what it was and who won it.
No one loves 420 more than Jeff Probst and your boy.
Did you
Brand.
almost say 4chan? Did you almost say 4chan?
No one loves 4chan.
Man.
Hey, man, we're learning a lot about Brand. We're learning that his 7-year-old's favorite pastime is hanging out in the shade with women, and
Yeah.
Brand's on 4chan.
And acid.
Yeah.
I
Guys,
got
we
two
can
more
just-
weeks of off-season Brand until on-season starts.
He gets rid of the acid and gets on the Adderall. It's time to focus.
Yeah.
That's right.
We can just transition right into episode 13, guys.
Yeah, let's do it. Parvati chops her finger almost clean off.
Awesome stuff, dude. She's
Like-
awesome.
Sandra said you could actually see where it's separated, and man, that made me cringe. I get one
Yeah.
because I know what that feels like to an extent. Like I've cut myself a lot over the course of my life, and my
Everything
fingernail
okay?
too. Not intentionally, Chase.
Everything all right, buddy? Over your
Not-
whole life?
And yeah, there's been a lot of cuts, a lot of bleeding at various points.
Oh.
It's what happens when you go out in the woods.
Hey,
as a
guys, let's
child.
get cuts for PD trending on Twitter.
Look. I
not funny.
work with
Hey.
knives every day. I cut myself.
Hey, guys, that was an insensitive joke.
Also, don't clip me saying I cut myself because that wouldn't be good for me. But
It's
Throw my life into pieces.
I mean,
This
I
is my
ripped the
pet
muscle open
mistake.
here.
No, hey, brother, I went through a window, severed all the tendons in my hand.
So me and Chase, we both bled a lot. We can relate to Parvati. in this-
When I
in
went
this
to
situation.
the hospital to get my hand taken care of, they were like, "Did you do it on purpose?" And I was like, "Yeah, I went through a window on purpose."
You did. You agreed to the
Well,
spot. You were a wrestler.
Yeah, but I didn't.
You did it on purpose.
I didn't mean to get hurt though.
Yeah. Well, you should have been like, "Yes, nurse, I did it on purpose to an extent."
They would have locked me up.
You should have been like, this feels like a trick question. I don't know how to answer this.
I mean, I said
can't
yes to
expose
the
wrestling
spot.
business, brother. It's I can't let them know it's a work.
And what do you ask Ric Flair every time he comes in with bleeding? If he did it on purpose?
Yeah. So me and
No, Ricky Steamboat did it.
Yeah.
what, you ever sliced open a tendon like me and Chase?
No.
You're not
You're
living
missing
life
out,
to the
man.
fullest. Yeah.
I cut my forehead open when I was a kid.
Oh, so you
Doing
bladed?
what?
Like you're doing a Ric Flair match?
Yep.
Dude.
No, I was spinning around on the ice, and then the ice broke, and then the ice went in my head.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Were you ice skating?
Nah. I was just out like on a pond, in the front
dang.
yard.
That feels dangerous.
Yeah. I live
All right.
on the
You
edge.
took a pile driver on the ice? I mean, I guess that was on purpose too if you were doing a match out there.
I did. You guys haven't wrestled until you've done an extreme match on the ice.
That's a good point. I've never done that.
I want to look that up. I wonder if that's ever happened.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
That was a lie. I did do a match in the snow.
Okay.
But it
I
was
went
on
through a
the
flaming
ice.
table. It wasn't on the ice, but I did go through a flaming table because I thought it would be safer because it was snowing outside.
Wrestler logic. Man.
All right.
Now it's time
Not
for
much-
Loved Ones with Chase.
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty
Yeah,
much just
yeah.
Parvati slices her finger, then they do the reward challenge.
Yeah, this is called Family Lovin' with Chase.
Cut that. Talking to myself now.
Guys, this challenge: get water from ocean, put in bucket.
We
Filled
did,
up
hey,
means
no,
win.
we didn't say.
Good job.
We didn't say do an abridged version this time. Brand didn't skip anything.
It's the family visit. Go ahead, Brad.
I was just gonna say, I want a hated player's family to come out and no one cheer. No
Booze.
Like, can you imagine if Penner's wife came
They
out and they're
just
like,
started booing her.
We hate you by association.
"Your husband sucks."
Oh man!
Do you betray everyone in your personal life too?
You... I did put because I wrote a lot of notes about the family members. Adam's dad looks like if you just took Adam and dyed his hair white.
Dude, it's insane how much they look alike.
Becky's sister cries when seeing her, which is very sweet, but I'm not so sure anyone would miss me that much. You know, especially my sister. I mean, I'm gone for 15 days and my sister's like,
Yeah.
"Ah."
I have sisters that live in different states. Sometimes a
Yeah.
year will go by. I don't cry.
Yeah. In fact, Petey relishes that. He hates his family.
It's not true. I love a couple of them. I mean, by a couple, I mean my sister's daughters. I love
Ex-boyfriend
them.
that was in a heavy metal band.
I do love that guy too. He wrote a great metal EP. I still listen to it sometimes.
Anyone else?
Petey loves people around his sister.
Yes, I like the two people my sister created more than I like her. I think.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, they're partnering up with their loved ones. I think this is something that we've seen a handful of times with the loved one visits, where the competition is the player with their loved one. This is one where the loved one is holding a bucket of water. Or like just an empty bucket. The player has to run to the ocean blindfolded, scoop up some ocean water, run back, throw it at them, and they have to try to catch it in their bucket to fill up their bigger bucket.
They do this same challenge with the
Yeah.
loved ones for Heroes versus Villains, which I just watched.
Yeah.
And guys, I have to be honest with you, I have not laughed harder than Colby yelling at his brother every time he didn't get a bucket full of water. It was the funniest thing. Like, it was so funny that there was no way he was serious.
Were they blindfolded in that one too?
Nope, they sure weren't. So Colby would go over, get the bucket of water, he would throw it, and I don't know, his brother I felt like was doing fine, but
It was
not all the
drenched
water
Colby, right?
not all the water would get in the bucket, and Colby would just be like, "Doggone it! Get the water. Every time. It was hilarious.
But yeah, we get a really funny camera shot where they put the blindfold on the camera. That was fun. And then the challenge is going on. And guys, I think Jonathan's wife would have been a way better Survivor player than Jonathan. I mean, his wife was doing the most. She was like emptying her hair and her drenched clothes into the bucket to get more. Like, she was playing hard, dude.
She tried.
But yeah, at the end of it, Parv and her dad wins, which means that Parv gets to pick who goes to exile. She immediately picks Jonathan, which I think that's what he gets. But he gets very emotional. He makes out with his wife a little bit. Did you guys
he
catch
didn't ask
that?
permission. Yeah, he walked straight over to her. Didn't say, "Hey Jeff, can I see my wife before I go to exile?"
I think he was just around Adam and like Candace too much, because the way that he like made out with his wife was uncomfortable. Like, when you're over 40 in public, don't do that.
Well, he's too excited to see his wife.
Two 20-somethings making out in public, you're stopping to watch?
Yeah. I'm 20-something.
Okay, Jeff.
Okay, and I know what's good TV. Now here's where I draw the line, though. If one of those 20-somethings gets married in a few years and their husband's on Survivor with them, that's uncalled for. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just uncomfortable.
Chase, why don't you write a blog post breaking down the dynamics of what you think is acceptable for the family reward?
And I'll send it to I'll put it on 4chan.
Gosh, so
I'll
Brand
stumble
can see
upon it one day. All right, hold on. Here's one clip.
Reed, tell me what you want. Just do it hot. Come on, Reed, rip. Little brother getting frustrated with his big.
Come on, Reed. And I kid you not, it was every time.
And Cole was going to be back for 50, right?
He was, and I gotta
maybe Reed will be back.
He was so bad.
Yeah, dude,
Heroes versus Villains.
Do you remember when we talked about this in the mock draft?
Yeah.
Where I was just like, dude, I can't believe they brought him back. He sucked in Heroes versus Villains.
Like, unless, he told Jeff, hey, I've been practicing Survivor-specific challenges for the past 20 years.
Look,
I'm ready to go.
We got some information from our insider, Tegwith, who was on that episode, that Colby watches every week. So maybe he's preparing.
Better.
He's trying to turn it around.
Yeah, surely age hasn't weakened him further.
Chase is just so ageist in this episode.
Hey, man, I don't like old people. When I hit 30, I'll die.
What do you mean?
You guys are being so weird. Okay.
We're being weird.
Yeah, you guys are being crazy this episode. Dude.
Would you watch Colby make out with his wife?
Oh, no. He's like 50, dude. Ew.
Is there a certain point where it comes back around for you, though?
If Sue would have done it, different story. No, I think this has gotten blown out of proportion. I'm not saying you can't kiss your wife on Survivor. I'm saying don't stick your tongue down her throat on TV.
But the point you made is you can't do that because he's 40.
Yeah.
Because he's old and no one wants to see that.
So you would have wanted to see a 25-year-old guy's tongue.
Did anyone complain when Adam and Candace did it, when we were just talking about it?
Yeah, we all did.
It was kind of uncomfortable. That's what Chase is living for those Adam and Candace segments this season.
So that's the nice thing about when 40-somethings play Survivor. Like, he's playing with his wife. You can't get in trouble for that.
Yeah, you can.
No, it should be what you want. You only want people making out with their spouses.
No, not if they're over 40.
Chase is like, man, if Adam and Candace had that moment instead of them, would have been a great time for everybody. It would have been a great time
if it wasn't for the fact that Candace has a husband in the future. Guys, I don't see why this is so hard to grasp. So because Parv and her dad win, Parv's dad has to pick who goes with them on the reward with no help from Parv.
This reeks of a last-minute pivot, right? Like, they know... To me, right? Like, hey, if Parv wins, make Dad pick it because, like, I that's what it felt like to me.
I think it's just more compelling, no matter who wins, to have the person who knows nothing about the game make the decision.
It is, but there's times where they don't do that. Yeah, like, it felt very specific. It felt very specific to this season with how, like, defined the tribal lines are at this point in the game, this deep
Yeah.
in the game. It did feel like, to me, like so specific. This is going to be really juicy because of how serious the lines are.
Here's what I'll say, Brand. If Candace was still in the game, I would agree with you because I'd be like, oh, they're like, Parv's just going to pick Candace and Adam. But yeah, he picked Sundra's mom and then Adam's dad. They get picked, they go off, and then we end up back at the island where we see Ozzy and the rest of them that weren't chosen.
Yeah,
Take it away,
Ozzy-
PD.
Ozzy's mad that he fed Parvati because he felt like he gave her the strength to win. I don't really think that the fish strength really contributed to the throwing the water around all that much.
Yeah.
But Yul is just
Yeah, fish
glad that
strength.
all the whites have left the area. And then now it's time for the reward. We've
The
got
whites have left the area.
I do think
Chrissy is speaking.
Yeah, I mean, I love when they get to go on little adventures like this.
Yeah, I mean, we got them surrounded by women and children singing to them, and then they get to walk into this crazy-looking cave. New era players are watching it with a clenched fist, being like, all we get to go to is this stupid
that looks
sanctuary.
more like the sanctuary.
Yeah, I mean, they got to go to this awesome cave and do a prayer ceremony. I mean, the new era players would never get that, let alone a warrior's welcome.
Yeah, dude. And plus, new era players, they have to share an island with Love Island. They're being filmed at the same
Really?
place at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, dude, they should invade.
That would be awesome. just
No purpose
like,
to it, just an invasion, and don't even tell the Love Island
Hey,
people.
hey, you know who would fit in on Love Island? Candace and Adam.
Yeah. Your favorite. Okay, we can go back to Itatonga. What is it called? Itatongaloa. New Japan Pro Wrestling's Ito Tongaloa. Ozzy. Ozzy, he's still mad about feeding the whites. Yul suggests
Yes.
hiding the food. They want to starve Adam. But here's the thing. Adam comes back, and out of the kindness of his heart, he feeds everybody from the reward. And they're like, oh, man, like we wanted to hate you and starve you. But now we just don't
Right.
have the heart to do it.
Dude, made them look like assholes.
Yep.
I mean, when you cut from them throwing coconuts into the jungle so that they can't have anything to eat, and then Adam, and it didn't even come across like a strategy move. It was like Adam was like, oh, did you guys get to eat today? Well, we brought you some leftovers from the challenge. And it was just like a really wholesome moment.
Yeah.
But also, how little do you have to think of the other people that throwing them 5 feet away is going to be the thing that like deters them from eating?
Yeah.
Like, hey, we just push it underneath here, right? Like, they're not going to look for it.
Maybe they
what,
wouldn't.
what happens? What happens if they find it and they're like, hey, did someone throw all our coconuts?
Throw all the
2
coconuts
feet over here?
Hey, nothing beats what Sandra did after Rupert got voted out.
Oh, yeah. Or what Tyson does with, who does he do that with?
I don't remember.
The FBI agent, Philip.
Oh.
I think they poke holes in the coconuts,
Alleged FBI agent.
drink all of the liquid, and then put them back. And then all the other players are like, what's up with these coconuts? None of them are got anything in
That's
them.
a strong move.
Tyson's awesome. I can't wait for Brand to get to those seasons.
And now it's immunity challenge time with Chase. Now give us this
Yes.
challenge in 3 words or less, including the winner.
Ooh. I think I can do it.
Or you could do the whole thing if you'd like.
Floating
It was a good
obstacle
challenge.
course.
Yeah, it was a good one. We should probably talk about it.
Okay.
Wait, say that
it's a
again?
floating obstacle. I said floating obstacle course, but it's a floating obstacle course. You grab a bundle of sticks, and then you come back. You do that twice, and then you have to use the sticks, combine them together to make a giant pole, and then use that pole to extend out and retrieve 2 rings. The first one to get both rings wins. They have done different versions of this challenge before or since. I can't remember when. I think this might be one of the weaker versions of this challenge. I like when they're stuck in a cage and they have to use the pole to try to get the key to unlock the cage.
Yeah, those
and
are
let
earlier
themselves out.
versions of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I like those versions more.
are fun.
But we do get to watch, once again, when water's involved, Ozzy dominates. Him and Yul, though. neck and neck, blow everyone else out of the water. No pun intended. No one's even close to them. And then Ozzy gets his poles together, quickly wins the challenge. It's over before you know it.
Yep, water
good
and
with the pole.
poles. It's Ozzy. It's Ozzy's territory. It's where he feels comfortable. Being wet on a pole.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like you needed that last one.
I
Oh,
think
he
I
did. He did.
I needed to really sell it.
Oh, man. But then after the challenge, this is a big moment for me. After the challenge, we get back to camp. Pinner notices the vibes are off.
Yeah,
He's like, no one's
he's
really
so paranoid.
talking to me.
And then what does he
everyone's being
say?
Weird.
What does he ask?
So he just looks at Becky and he goes, "How's your sister?"
and like, it was so awkward.
She just goes. She doesn't even speak. She just nods. She just goes, "Hmm."
My sister is.
And everyone gets up and leaves. He follows the ladies, follows them, and goes, "Guys." They ignore him. "Guys." They're just trying to walk away. He goes,
Yeah.
"Ladies." And then they turn around and they go, "We're getting firewood." And he just goes like, "Hey, what is everything still good? And, Adam going home or whatever?" And she goes, Becky goes, "It's what we said, isn't it?" Dude,
You never want to
Crazy.
hear that.
No.
You never want to hear somebody just not answer the question.
Yeah, so
brother.
Jonathan, extremely paranoid. But then he made this pitch that I thought was great, where he's like,
Yeah.
they're charming young people, but let's not be stupid. Don't fall for it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
going to do whatever they can to stay. And I was like, you know what? That sounds pretty good to me. I think I would.
Yeah.
Listen,
Vote
would
out
we all
Adam.
like to watch them make out because
Yeah.
they're young?
Chase
You
would.
betcha. You
Yep, yep,
betcha.
yep, yep.
But don't believe a word they're saying.
See, this is so stupid because Chase, I brought up doing a Love Island podcast, and Chase was like, "Oh, never." But then we get to this, and Chase is just like freaking out about how much he loves Adam and Candace
Yeah.
kissing so much, and then he loves Vince and Morgan on Big Brother, even though Vince is being unfaithful to his girlfriend of 7 years, Kelsey.
That's what makes it hot.
Yeah, Bran, have you
What?
seen
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch Big Brother. Dude.
He has a
And
girlfriend of 7 years?
7 years,
Yeah.
and she's currently
And she's
running his
pissed.
socials.
She's pissed.
Oh,
She's, like when people comment on his Instagram post, like Kelsey's gonna leave you, she's liking those comments.
You don't betray the person you gave your passwords to.
No,
that
no,
is
especially when your password
dangerous.
is your girlfriend's name.
Yeah,
That's
we,
crazy.
We hacked into the account. It's Kelsey300. That's the
There's
password.
there's no way that like they had an agreement ahead of time, like literally do anything
no,
you have to do.
See that gets addressed by her. Chase,
Dude.
tell him.
Dude,
I'm trying.
it's
Brian.
crazy that you brought that up. So in the house, like Vince is like, "Oh, we had an agreement beforehand." Dude, she sends a comment on Instagram and goes, "No, we did not. In fact, quite the opposite. We made strict boundaries."
Yeah, and this guy, you know that picture I sent of the two people crying? That's the new couple.
Oh, I see. I don't know enough to know what I'm looking at there. I thought that was Riley and the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, so that was them crying before an uncomfortably long hug, which is a theme now. It's like these 3-minute hugs between those two
Wait, why were they crying?
because they're both on the
Because
block.
he's. Oh, it had nothing to do with the sins that he's committed
No,
against his
no, they were both
girlfriend of
just
7 years?
sad that one of them is going to go home, and so they're like, "Oh
Yeah.
no, we don't get to be together."
I will. This isn't the Big Brother podcast. If you guys want to hear our thoughts on that, make sure you go listen to Big Bro Club. But I will say this: word on the street is she might use a certain power to get him off the block instead of herself.
He won't be on jury, so she'll be able to interact with this.
Oh, have you guys
girlfriend.
figured out how someone wins?
Yeah.
I still don't know how someone wins.
Okay,
We haven't gotten there yet. I think,
But
once
you know
Julie
there is a jury.
yes, there is a
There
jury.
is a jury.
I'm sure Julie Chin will explain to us.
Wait,
what
what's her
happens. Julie Chin Moonves. Sorry, I left
Got
off
it.
part of
Got
that.
it. Thank you.
You almost forgot the most important part of that name.
I know. I was slipping. Anyway,
Okay.
Julie, leave that guy.
Sorry, I need to be on more of the Big Brother podcast because I love listening to you guys talk about it, but I don't.
You should. Hey, Bran, I watch the live feeds from like 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. If you want to come over one night, we could just post up and watch the live feeds all night.
Yeah, because you got more free time now that your 7-year-old makes his own dinner.
100%. Yeah, because he notoriously eats dinner between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m.
That's what PD does.
I know.
Only if I did a workout and I need to have a meal that late,
The workout with your stationary bike?
Yeah, I'm not going to get
What
into
are you
what
doing
I'm
with it?
doing on that
All right,
for that workout.
guys.
Well, now it's time to go to Tribal.
Yeah.
We set up Tribal, and then we went on a Vince tangent. But
Dude,
so
this Tribal, crazy as the last one.
Reed, tell me what you want. Just do it. Come on, Reed.
Dad, come at Reed.
Come at Reed. I need to get that. I need to pull that clip for the future.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude, this Tribal is wild. They're just bullying Pinner at this point. Ozzy even throws Pinner under the bus. Someone goes, Ozzy, do you think that it's better when Pinner's not around? And he goes, sure.
I don't really like him.
I would be
man.
gunning for Adam because he wasn't safe this time around.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is they played this correctly. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this is the point in time where you feel good because you've got that buffer that you need to feel really good about yourself.
4-2.
And
Yeah.
get rid of the most annoying person. They played it perfectly.
And you got the whole jury cheering for you.
I don't know, I'm thinking
So-
of it like keep around the guy everybody despises a week longer. And then,
Keep him to the final 2, brother. Or I don't know
Yeah.
if this is a 2 or a 3 season, but keep him to the finals. No one's going to vote for him.
It's true.
Hey, they were bullying him pretty hard. He handles it well. And then I started thinking about something that Billy Garcia said when we interviewed him at the beginning of this,
I do that often.
where he said that, the reason that the tribes didn't work is because even though they're all the same quote unquote race, they're really not. Right? Because
Yeah.
you've got a bunch of different ethnicities in the Asian American tribe and the Hispanic American tribe. And he said the thing about Pinner being the only Jewish person on the white
Yeah.
tribe. And I was like, when you look at this Tribal under that lens of he's the only Jewish person there, it gets uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, and last week when they were calling him a rat and a cancer.
Yeah, it gets
And,
really
I mean, what is he, aspartame? Oh, man.
I hate when I open up a Diet Coke and Jonathan Pinner hops out.
Dude, I am like 50% aspartame. But I'm not a rat, so there's no problem there.
Hey, man, and you're, ass so tame.
Oh. My joke was better.
Ain't nothing tame about that ass. I'll tell you what.
That's what
'cause
I
of that
get.
bike.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, I'm looking at my bike right now. About
What
to
do you
do
do
another
with that
crazy
bike?
workout tonight.
Let's get Soul on here to talk about what you do on your bike.
Yeah, I send Saul videos of.
Hey, shout out Soul, man. He wished me a happy birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pinner goes home.
There you go.
Hey, good for you, Chase. You got congratulated by Saul. Anyway, Pinner's out of here. I mean, and who was it? It was Jonathan who got a happy birthday message from Mary.
Yeah.
Bran, when are we going to get happy birthday messages from survivors?
I will
guys
say
have
this.
birthdays?
Mary has not wished me a happy birthday, but she did send me condolences for my dog passing.
Oh,
That's even better.
Mary's, is it better?
It means more.
Sure. Yeah.
that's a better way to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, it just means more, like the SEC. I don't know if you've seen
better.
those commercials. It just means more.
The day your dog dies is better than your birthday. Chase Bridges.
It's better in the event that Mary from season 48 of Survivor texts you about it.
Listen, as much as I love Mary, I would still rather my dog be alive. Call me crazy.
Yeah. Chase is the real villain of this podcast. He's like, Brand, it's all worth it now that you got the shout out from Mary.
I'm coming over.
Oh. I've got things that can help. I got tennis balls.
I've got 420.
Oh man, guys, as Pinner is going home, he turns around and goes, "I'd like my hat back at some point." Hey, Jeff, how's your sister?
Yeah. How's your sister?
This
Two
is-
great episodes
Yeah,
of TV.
and it's the penultimate episode of Survivor Time Machine. Next week will be the
Yeah.
last.
Here's what I want to say about Pinner. When I first watched through all these seasons, I remember thinking he was awesome. Like, I really liked him. Watching this season back, I'm like, oh, wow, he's obviously like the villain of this season.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe his other seasons that he plays is where he becomes really cool. Unless
Well,
I'm just remembering
he's
it.
responsible for this season getting good.
That's true.
Yeah. Listen, I think all things considered, he gets a pretty bad rap in this season. Did he jump ship twice? It takes a certain type of crazy person to do that, right? And he did it without being a complete like jerk to other people. So I don't know. I still liked him.
Guys, I have 2 fun facts with Chase for this
Sick.
episode. With this episode, Jonathan Pinner breaks the record for the most votes in a single season. Was previously held by Rory and Vanuatu.
Rory. I need to Google Rory real quick.
Rory Freeman with
Wait.
15 votes.
Huh.
You don't remember Rory?
I remember him, but I don't remember him being like hated enough to be the most voted for ever.
Well, it's a big cast too. Big cast that season. Men versus women.
Oh yeah.
This record would stand until until Redemption Island,
Wow.
when somebody would take that record. Another fun fact that is based around Pinner. Pinner makes a statement about how 4 of the people who voted him out would be jurors. In the I don't know if you guys watched when he did his ending statement or whatever in the credits. He said that 4 of the people who voted him out would be jurors. Turns out that's not true because he was not anticipating a final 3. So he actually got that wrong. That's the 2 fun facts.
Got him.
When did they introduce the final 3 for the first time?
I think it might be this season.
Might be this season. Yeah.
Guys, what a great episode.
What a great episode. Now we're going to spend the next hour breaking down every hug between Vince and Morgan. Let's start with the one in the workout room. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we're
I
going to
love
come back.
CBS.
I appreciate CBS. I love CBS. That's what Riley said in his exit interview.
Same
and I
goes
feel
for
like
us
he was-
double.
It was at gunpoint that he said
Yeah.
that. I think. All right, Survivor
did we
Time
do it?
Machine. We'll do this for one more week.
Survivor Time Machine.
All right. Bye,
Survivor
everybody.
Time
Time
Machine. Survivor.
Can't wait.
You're about to hear some ads that help keep the lights on here in the old studio. Thanks for listening or don't listen. It's really up to you at this point. It's at the end of the show. I mean, you're listening to me. Hi. But here they come. I promise they're coming. Yep, here they are. Happy day.